Hello and welcome to Cover Stories. I'm your host, Ace Guillen, where we pretty much just talk about stories that are happening in the news, and I do cover songs because that's just something that I'm doing while I'm bored in quarantine. Okay, so what we're going to do is, this is the first episode, so we're going to go down the list and introduce everybody individually. Linnea Dominguez, when she's in stealing your heart, she's stealing your hubcaps. He isn't really an actor, he just plays one on television. Actor-comedian Jimmy Della Valle.
Jimmy!
Hey, what's up?
When you ask him for advice, he creepily just says, sweep the legs. Actor, comedian, founder of Squeaky Clean, Mel Austin. He's so short that when he's short of breath, it's long-winded. Comedian producer Mike Cano. A single mother of three, and I know that because I know her two children and her boyfriend. Co-host and comedian Melissa Greenberg. Our first story, it's a doozy. I love this one. This one is a cholo who did a solo. In a viral video with a guy skateboarding and drinking cranberry juice while singing Fleetwood Mac's Dreams, this guy became an internet sensation. I believe we have a clip of All right, Jimmy, I'm going to go to you first. Have you ever been jumped by a more adorable cholo?
Very close. He definitely has to be cousins with Joe El Cholo. We all know him. Here's the thing about this guy that upsets me. Just to let you know, I've never been jumped by anybody. I did the jumping. But, I've never been jumped. But the thing that upsets me about him is I look at this thing. He's got millions and millions. His thing went sick viral, and he barely can pay $500 for water in his RV or whatever it is. And it's like, I know my buddies that have those viral YouTubes, those Instagrams, and they're just getting money on top of money. So he got donated $10,000 for what? A new sweatshirt? Like, what is he spending money on? That was my thing.
And Mel, you know what, Mel, let me ask you a question about this. So, when I was watching this, the very first thing I thought of was somewhere out there is a white surfer who's singing Zapp and Rogers' Computer Love. And I don't know why you popped in my head, but tell me.
Oh, my God. Well, bro, look, first of all, I respect the guy because at least, he's drinking cran raspberry to take care of his UTI. Definitely, it's important that we all say some prayers for this dude because I feel like, he lost his street cred. Here he is with his tats, and I'm like, uh-oh, what's about to happen? And then he starts singing like a little biatch. So
Yeah.
I feel like he lost a lot of credit from his homies. And, it's all interesting because if you think about how all those people were like, if you look at the video, you'll see all those cars were sitting back. And I'm sure they was like, ooh, somebody's about to get arrested. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it was great. But the guy's going to have to go back uphill. That was my thought. He's going downhill. He's not got to go back up.
You know what? Seriously, Melissa, I was thinking, he just nailed it on the head. Is it fair for us to be laughing at a guy who probably was suffering from a urinary tract infection?
This guy is, he defines being present, like being in the moment. He was late to work. The car broke down. He had, I got my skateboard. I'm just going to go. Makes it to work. Like nothing bothers this guy. And I want to live like that. He doesn't get, you know, the fact that he's like, oh, I made $10,000. And I'm just thinking Ocean Spray owes you a lot more than that.
A lot more.
Right. And what about Fleetwood Mac? Nobody likes this, but Fleetwood Mac sucks.
Hey, you know, side note, Mick
Like,
Fleetwood actually
like
redid that video. He reenacted it. Did you see that?
Yeah, and but like, they owe him like a thank you. It made the Rolling Stones top 100 because of his video. And yeah, Stevie Nicks sounds like a goat. I mean, this is not news. This is, and you know what? Bless her that we live in a country where you can sound like that and make that kind of money. I clearly have not figured out the right formula. This guy is nailing it. He is a social media genius. He's like a product placement genius. He just hasn't figured out how to, I don't know. He needs to be asking for checks and do other songs.
So, well, you know, that being said, Linnea, when you see a guy like this, do you realize that a girl like you just made a right turn in the wrong neighborhood?
Well, there are a few of those folk in Idaho. There are. We had like 6 cholos in Idaho. I just trip out because what cholo listens? I love Fleetwood Mac, by the way, but that's okay. I know, to each their own, everybody. But I'm tripping out that he listens to Fleetwood Mac. It was a little emasculating for a guy. I think, I mean, not a guy, but a cholo to be listening to Fleetwood Mac. But he did get paid out, right? Didn't Ocean Spray buy him a truck or something?
Yeah, he got a brand new truck.
Oh, did
Yeah,
he? Okay.
yeah, he got some things.
He got
get some
something.
things out of that. And it just goes to show you, you don't have to work hard in corporate America to make a buck. You
Or
can
at all.
at all. You can have a tattoo of a feather, shave your head, tattoo of a feather, a gray sweatshirt, and just learn how to ride a skateboard. That's pretty much it. He made it, I don't know, tripped me out. To each their own. I didn't even know he had any social media accounts though prior to this. So I'm pretty blown away by hearing that he had.
Oh, he had priors. It just wasn't social media. So, Mike, do you think he should change his name to Antonio Hawk?
No, here's what's really going on that people don't understand.
Uh-oh.
Cholos lie. Do you understand? I grew up with cholos. Cholos lie. His car didn't break down. He just stole a car. Do you understand? And the cops were chasing him. He dumped it, grabbed the skateboard from the back seat. It was obviously some white boy from the OC's car. Started skating out there, grabbed his cran raspberry. Cholos don't drink cran raspberry. They drink Tampico, okay? That's what he should have been riding down the street drinking, okay? But he stole it out the back seat. He took the dude's phone because you know Cholos don't have TikTok either. You understand? They're under their baby mama's Facebook account. That's how they stalk fools to see who's sliding up in the DM, okay? So he was the perfect cholo at the right place at the right time, and he went viral. He don't even know what viral means. Do you understand? He just got out of work release. He was happy to do his thing. He got feather tattoos. He just sent this video to his baby mama probably to let her know, I'm coming through, girl. I got a little something. I didn't get caught up. We're going to have fun. I'm playing the song you like to make love to. Remind you of your stepdad. And she shared it. You got it viral, man. So kudos to him, but I guarantee you he's probably got 2 car loans out on that car by now because he's had it about a week. And checking into cash. I know Cholos, man. He's going to be selling that thing piece by piece to the chop shop before you know it.
Well, there it is then. Here is a little story that happened a while back. It's about a group of strippers. Now, when the pandemic first hit, a popular strip club was forced to shut down. But a group of strippers weren't going to let any virus stop them from spreading their talents. So in an inspiring twist, they decided to bring sexy back to you in the comfort of your own home. They started a successful online viral strip club, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we have actual footage of the inside of this virtual strip club. Let's take a look.
What the?
Is that Grand Theft Auto?
It is Grand Theft Auto.
I think I'm the only gamer on here.
The best part is if I couldn't get the audio any louder on this particular story, but the best part is the guy that's in the shot, the whoever was playing, is getting yelled at. Somebody in the background in the game is yelling at him to sit down. It's great. I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? Okay, so Jimmy. We'll go to Jimmy first again on this one. Even though it's virtual, would you still not eat the virtual buffet?
Would I still not eat the virtual buffet?
Do you ever eat the buffet? Strip club?
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of performing in Vegas and eating the buffet, definitely. But now, because of COVID, it looks like that buffet wouldn't be very good. I feel like watching that video, I'd need to wear a mask. It just seems like I could catch something. I mean, they showed the pictures of those girls. They're all right looking, but I'm sure one of them's got maybe a stab wound in her back that's not showing. That's Jumbo's Clown Circus or whatever. I actually went there when I first moved to LA, and I was like, this is the worst place I've ever been to. I mean, you'd rather it's like Atlantic City. You'd rather be with like a stripper in an alley than Jumbo's Clown Circus. It's called Jumbo's Clown Circus, right? I remember I went went with Nick Swartzen and Dixon Matthews. We went, and I was like, and Nick loved that place. I'm like, this place is awful.
So, Mike, doesn't this, because they all just said, this isn't going to stop us, and they went on and got together and formed their own thing. Doesn't this kind of remind you of like those 80s films like Break-In or Electric Boogaloo, where they're trying to raise money to save the rec center or something?
Yes, this is definitely a heartwarming story of single moms that are not going to let the coronavirus stop them from not depending on their baby daddies. And I fully support them. If they can do food to go, they could do alcohol to go. Why not chlamydia to go?
Right. It's funny you say that. It's very film quality. I mean, if you look at this, I mean, other than The Craft, as far as a movie poster goes, you can see this being like a major Hollywood picture. I'm just wondering which one Madame Judi Dench will play.
You know what? I mean, it can't be worse than Birds of Prey, so I'll watch it. Same outfits, Birds of Prey. I'll watch that over Birds of Prey any day.
So Linnea, when you see this type of thing, one of the things that stuck out in my head was they say that they do themes like Star Wars, and the one that stuck out to me was Midsummer Night's Dream. So we're talking very classy Shakespearean strippers. Is there any kind of Shakespearean play you want to see stripped down?
Well, I mean, shit. The most obvious would have to be, I guess, Romeo and Juliet, just because how it's going to end. It's going to be a good ending. We know the ending. That would be a good one, a good play to watch, I guess. You really went left on this point. Okay, so trying to think of like became a shrew, or you asked me smart questions, which we've discussed this before. You're not supposed to do that. From
they can change it. You mentioned Romeo and Juliet. She can change it to partying is such sweet sorrow. So, Melissa,
there you go.
Party.
Melissa, one of the things that stuck out of my head is one of them dressed up like a cow and had sparklers out of her udders and accidentally set part of her apartment on fire. And I thought to myself, that reminds me of stuff you do at home. So,
that would be me.
Exactly.
I mean, that was what I thought. I was like, well, I give her, I don't know what she was going for with the udders. I actually would have seen that. I'm like, I'm not a strip club person. If I'm dating you, I don't want you in one. If I find out you're in one, I'm not going to be dating you. That's just my thing. And I know couples that go to them together, like, oh, strip clubs. But this seems somehow different. And I was telling Linnea earlier, like, this just makes it look like accessible to everyone. Like I could do this. I would have a T-Rex though. I would be like a dinosaur, a Striposaurus or something. I could spit goop at you.
You could be a hot T-Rex. There you go. Oh, Mel, you know what? I don't want to leave you out of this. So when you go to one of these online strip clubs, do you actually believe the girls when they say they're just trying to pay their way through master classes?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of master going on, but we'll keep it clean, I think. You know what I'm saying? First of all, if you would have told me a year ago that I could use Zoom and Eventbrite for porn, I would have told you were lying, okay? If you would have told me a year ago that I could use my Venmo and Cash App for prostitution, I'd have told you was lying. And then I would have used it, you know what I mean? What I don't understand is that they're letting all these different people in regardless, like they're really empowering women and all sizes are welcome. Bad idea. That's definitely a bad freaking idea. And I don't understand, man. I don't understand how can the jumbo guy allow this to happen? Because could you imagine all those guys watching, you know, and let's see how we're seeing each other on the screen. Just imagine all of them guys like this and doing other things. You know what I'm saying? That is scary. But I will give these girls credit. I will give them credit that they cut out the middleman. And they're doing their own thing. They're not being taken advantage of anymore, which proves that they are smarter than comics.
Well, I mean, if they were that smart though, they would start reenacting like the debates and stuff like that. That'd be awesome. Like,
there you go, a parody of that. That'd be a funny idea.
Kamala Hairless.
Yeah,
Kamala Hairless. That's funny.
This is wrong.
That's awesome.
I'll click that.
Yeah. Mike, and it'll be Mike Pounce and stuff like that. Yeah.
I think the only girl missing from that poster is Anne Flagg.
Oh shit!
That's my girl, but I can see her doing that. I can see her doing it.
Do we tag her in this video now? That's what I want to know. No.
Okay,
so we're moving on to the next story. So the next story comes out of the UK. Recently in the UK, a Domino's pizza delivery driver was caught on camera rubbing his crotch with a customer's Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Now, when I first heard this story, I was a bit shocked because I thought to myself, I didn't even know Domino's sold ice cream. So right. I've been missing out a lot in this. So you know what, Mike, I'll go to you first. I think about this story, it doesn't really gross me out as much because I'm used to when you bring me on stage, you immediately wipe your crotch with the microphone and then hand it off to me. So it didn't really shock me.
Yeah, and that's why you went to me first, because it's food, I'm fat, and it's perverse, and that's me. So I appreciate you identifying that for the public as well. Honestly, I didn't know they served ice cream as well. Tell you the truth, Domino's, you know, they promise that they're doing better. And with all the little herbs and spices they put on there, maybe they forgot some herbs and spices. And he was just trying to spice things up a little bit. For all you know, the guy's Italian and his sweat comes off like basil. Who knows? They do stuff like that over there in the UK. And I'm down with it.
Okay, well, there you go. Linnea, does this make you question what's in the stuffed cheesy bread?
You know, it didn't look like that he opened it, right? Did he open the container? Did his like genitals actually touch the ice cream? Then fuck it. He just had to cool things off. I don't care. I'll drop my food on the floor and pick it up. You gotta just blow on it. So just blow on it and eat it.
Yeah, the fact he's on the Ring camera. We're watching a clip of it. The fact that he's on the Ring camera is what's probably
disturbing.
Yeah, it's like.
But then again, we should be warned if we're going to be on a Ring camera so that we know not to adjust our breasts or maybe pick our nose or fix our underwear before we're walking up to a door. So maybe the Ring camera owner people are the true people at fault here.
Right. Yeah, it's their fault. It's their fault. I see you laughing, Mel. I'll go to you next then. Does this totally contradict every single porn you've ever seen with the pizza delivery?
Bro, you know what? I don't have that much to say about this. Only the fact that where this article is, they actually had a Domino's commercial, like a real commercial. And I was just like, really? They're like, Domino's is new. I'm like, yeah, this is new. It has improved service. Okay, some would argue with that. We have new flavors. Yep, you do have some new flavors, that's for sure. And we're beating the competition. Okay, we're beating something, that's for sure. You know what I mean?
Well, speaking of beating, Melissa, they if you read the article, they actually offered the customers complimentary coupons, and I thought, do they really deserve extra toppings? I mean,
Right? Well, this isn't, I don't know if this is contactless delivery, but I think, you know, I was with Linnea on this one. I'm like, what are they whining about? I mean, we have videos of people like opening things in stores and like licking the ice cream. This guy's just holding it and he's saying, oh, my housemate said he felt violated. I'm like, then we need to redefine what violating is, because there's not so much violating going on here. He's holding it. It's cold. I mean, he's the one that, whatever he's doing it for, I mean, he's the one getting something out of it, I guess. But it hasn't impacted the taste at all. I mean, I'd be complaining to Domino's then, hey, you know.
I don't know. I'm going to go to you on this, Jimmy. Doesn't everything delivery taste like it's been wiped on somebody's ass?
You know, oh my God, that's so funny because, you know, I mean, anyone that follows me on Facebook or social media sees me post. I always find the best pizza places. Being from New York, it's hard to find pizza. So I find a good place in LA and people are like, well, what's it like? I mean, if you're not sitting down there, it's like the second you take it out of the restaurant, it just is shit. You're like, it's like the second, like the way they put, like there must be shit on top of the box, like that little table they have for the pizza, it just, and it ruins it. So you're like, you have to have the atmosphere. That's what I feel like everything is. And the funny thing is the snowballs, right? Other than the ladies, I don't know if ladies get blue vagina, but we get blue balls. So maybe he was like, you know, trying to hook up with his manager or something. He had blue balls, and he's like, God damn, I cannot get rid of these fucking blue balls. I got 15 more deliveries. I need to wipe some ice cream on my balls to cool them down. I think because that's all that worked back in the day with blue balls when I was like 15, 16.
When you were 15, 16. It's my, I do pay attention to a lot of your posts. I did see you talking about food delivery, like groceries and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't ever let anybody, I used to work fast food, so I can tell you, I never let anybody deliver. Like I always have to kind of see the kitchen from the counter. That's the only time. Yeah.
And the best restaurants let you see the kitchen from the counter, right?
Oh.
Yeah, you need the fishbowl freaking kitchen. Is that what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Could you put that?
Well,
why is there a cat? Why is there a cat in the kitchen?
And then why did the cat stop meowing? Yeah, exactly. All right, so our last story of the day is it's another European story. Here we go. This is an actual photo of the guy. So our next story comes out of Paris, France, not to be confused with Paris, California, which shares the same smell. A kindergarten teacher recently lost his job after receiving what he claims was one complaint of a student who feared him. He went on to say that the other students don't have a problem with his appearance and that they see past it. Now, Melissa, I'm going to go to you first because the most scariest part of this story to me was I realized in production I didn't know how to spell kindergarten.
You don't know how to pronounce it either.
Yeah, I don't. Kindergarten.
Do you need me to spell it for you, or are you good?
You can have it.
Oh, Kinder, Kinder, the German word for children, and Garten, Garten, the German word for garden.
The Germans. Okay. So would you trust your kids with this guy?
No, sorry. Oh, well, I lost my job because I made myself look like a freak. You know, you see people, they have dress codes, right? At places. Again, this is Europe. what a bunch of weenies. I mean, I can say weenies, right? His complaint is maybe when they're adults they'll be less racist and less homophobic and less and more open-minded. What? Like, who knew? I couldn't tell what color he was or how that he's gay. I know he's got issues, but right. That's the problem is that the people are racist and homophobic. Never mind that he's colored on every square inch of his body.
Did the article mention he was gay? I didn't.
No. Well, apparently he did at the end. I mean, just saying that he at the very end.
I thought you just threw that in for no random reason. Just like,
no. This is people. He was saying he hopes to show his pupils they should accept people who are different from them. Great, accept them. But I mean, you have to shock them into doing this.
Right.
I don't know. If there's a dress code, then that's got to be covered in the employee handbook somewhere. But it doesn't make them racist or homophobic because they don't like you with colored-in eyes.
Yeah.
Just.
What about how about you, Mel? Do you look at this and think to yourself like, this is brilliant because no kid is going to want to spend attention with him, so they just pay attention to everything they're doing.
Yeah, that's another way to look at it. I mean, I do feel like this guy is popular. Real popular. Like, if I worked there, I would love to have been the janitor, because then I'd watch every time a new class would show up at the beginning of the year. He'd be like, "Welcome to your Joe." You know what I mean? "I pledge allegiance to the devil." I'm like, what the man? Who's he gonna say now? The test is done. It's like, "Your time is up." I'm like, what? Oh my God! Lunchtime, they're like, "Eat it all." What? And then kids get in trouble, want to misbehave. It's like, "Give it to the bowels of hell." You know what? That's all I can think of with this guy, man. Just scaring the shit out of everybody.
Looking at his picture again right now, and it's just, that's pretty much all you see. But you know what though? His band is probably really good. You know what? We've all had that teacher we've had a crush on. Would this do it for you?
Are you asking?
You, Linnea.
Me? Oh God, no, he scared the crap out of me. Like, the first thing I thought of is him saying to a student, "I will eat you," because he looks like Hellraiser or something. He doesn't look comforting or pleasing, or I would never want to raise my hand and ask him a question. The kid that complained, apparently he was 6 years old and had nightmares, and so the kid, no, it's terrible. I just think, and like Melissa was saying about a dress code, you have rules. We have rules and guidelines. We have to look a certain part. And so now kids are going to be thinking, when I grow up, I can't wait to have all of these things done. I personally see it as a lack of respect for his demographic. I don't like it.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of comics who go up on stage, do 20 minutes of whatever and bomb, and then go and blame the audience.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
you guys just don't get me. Yeah, okay.
I think he gets a lot of play from the principal, because she is nervous and aroused.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But, Mike, you've done a lot of parent-teacher conferences. What would you do if your parent-teacher conference turned out like that?
Mr. Beelzebub? Is that what you're talking about, that teacher? First of all, I want to know a little bit more. Like, what do the tattoos mean? What does the dragon wing on your chest mean? What do the lines on your face mean? Yeah, there's some real hurt back there. I think it's kind of funny because that wasn't done in one session.
Right.
You know what I mean? One of his coworkers was like, "Yo, bro, come on, man, the neck tattoo, you cutting it close with that neck tattoo. Then, oh man, the chin tattoo is getting kind of close, bro. I don't know if you're going to be able to hang it." "No, man, I got this. All right, bro, the nose and the cheek tattoo, You're really pushing it, bro. You're really pushing it. You look like you were brown nosing and it came off. And then the forehead tattoo, the ear tattoo, you know, he was like, all right, bro, I owe you $100. You won the bet. You could tattoo your whole face. He said, nah, man, I'm going to go one more step. I'm going to do my pupils. I'm going to do my pupils. And if anybody knows anything about teaching, if you cannot control your pupils, you will get fired. Corny joke.
You know, that's true. Jimmy, here's the weird thing. If you take a look at this guy, I did a little research, and Mike was saying, you know, this wasn't all in one sitting. But if you look at him, there is a striking similarity of what he must have looked like when it first started. And this is what we call a Jimmy, do you think this is the same guy? And if so, are you surprised that he always has the teacher's lounge to himself?
Oh my, you know, this guy, first off, Kindergarten Slop, I think that is his band name. You mentioned he's in a band. I think that's the name of the band. But, you know, remember that social media thing that says, would you hire this guy? And it's got the guy's got all the things hanging off his face. That's what this is. This is his baby brother, you know, who actually did good in life. He actually could get a job. He got a job as a kindergarten teacher. Oh my God. I couldn't imagine. Like, I've never, you know, no hate crimes or nothing, but I hate the way this dude looks. I do. He turns my stomach. I don't want to look at this guy anymore. I mean, I was watching the thing and I was just going, I mean, the whole thing about the pupils of, oh, well, you know, I was good. I had 8,000 tattoos, but I got those fucking pupils and that's it. They don't want me at the school anymore. I fucked up. I went one tattoo too many. Like as if he would have just like dilated one pupil. It would have said, okay. Like it was both pupils. It just said, he did both eyes and that's it. Should have never touched his eyes. It like, does he really believe that he's like that people are like they were fine with everything? I couldn't imagine. Let me tell you. I remember when I had a little ugly teacher in elementary school. That shit terrifies me to this day. Just an ugly person. Just with the ugly person. Wasn't a tattoo on him back in the day, but he was just an ugly little man with a lot of moles and warts and stuff, like a little warthog. I couldn't imagine being in school looking at this guy all day going. And I'm going, Jimmy, pay attention. I'm like, I can't fucking pay attention. I can't look at you. That's how I feel.
Yeah, and Hot Topic will be hiring him soon.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know what?
He's going to be teaching their their work environment routines there. Yeah.
He's going to look at HR for Hot Topic.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whenever he said that people, hopefully this teaches people to appreciate differences, colors, sexuality, ethnicity. That's bullshit. All of his was self-done. He colored himself. He created a freak look. So we don't have to accept what if you're born with it, it's different.
Exactly.
You chose that. I mean, come on. I'm not going to teach my kids, you need to accept differences. No.
Oh, come on, Linnea. Come on.
Yeah.
Lives matter.
That leads us to the next topic, baby tattoos.
Yeah. What's your nationality? Circus. I mean,
the door guy at the circus strip club, right there.
Oh my God! Yeah, you know, he might be the cameraman for the Jumbo Clown poster.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't know.
You never know who you're making eye contact with because it's all pupil.
Right.
All pupil.
But if you don't like how he looks, you're homophobic and racist.
Right.
Yes, you are.
That's the problem that you're having with his look.
Which ironically is the exact same excuse he said about that little 5-year-old that complained about him. So, which was pretty weird. I would have loved to actually kind of heard what the complaint was in the moment. Like, what if the kid wasn't really scared of him and just said that? Like, was a really smart kid. It was just like, I know a way out of school.
He forgot his juice. He made him drink goat's blood. You know, same old story.
Well, he said the other his students got used to him. His students accepted him. Like, what choice did they have? They're sitting in class, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you like I look? You know?
Especially when he locks the doors and he has the only key around his neck. Yeah. So, all right. Well,
And then he swallows it. And then he swallows.
You have to wait 3 days to get out. Okay. Well, that's actually all the time we have for today's episode.
Oh, darn.
I want to thank everybody. We'll have you guys back with a lot more topic. Trust me, I've been researching a lot of stuff lately, and there's a lot of really funny stuff. So I want to thank my guest again, Melissa Greenberg, Mike Cano, Jimmy Delavalli, Linnea Dominguez, and Mel Austin. Stone Cold Mel Austin. My name's Ace Guillen. Thank you guys for joining us here on Cover Stories.
Bye.
Thank you. See you next time.
Now that I lost everything to you, you say you wanna start something new. It's breaking my heart you're leaving, baby, I'm grieving. And if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you take a lot of nice things to wear. Just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Hard to get by, just a long smile. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I always remember you just like a child. You know, I've seen a lot of what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two. 'Cause I never wanna see you sad, girl. Don't be a bad girl. But if you wanna leave, take good care. I hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Hard to get by, just a long smile. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. And I'll always remember you just like a child. La 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 la. La 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 la. Don't be a bad girl. If you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad